Whenever we got to a city, before the concert, we would take our frisbees out and start throwing them around. And we would do this every city, and it would usually attract a large number of people. And to the point where people would go kind of crazy. They were, cheering and laughing at everyone making mistakes with the frisbee. We went to a city called Cluj, where there's a great big university, and we were doing this in the square. Must have had between 500 and 1,000 people surrounding us throwing the frisbee, and then we started letting them throw the frisbee with us.
Wow.
All of a sudden, we hear the sirens coming. I grabbed my frisbee, took my bag, and kind of walk away. My buddy, Dave Tangen, I was sitting there throwing his frisbee around, and the police come and arrest him. The police department. Weston, the director, has to come and pull him out of the police department so we can sing at our concert.
Well, so after things like that happen, we also know that in addition to having good humor to rescue people from prison, Weston has always been, as you'll hear many times tonight, a part of many funny stories, of which he ended up being the key.
So in 1971, 72, we went to Miami, and we were, it was the dead of winter, and we were all felt like we had invaded this foreign country of, warm tropical beaches, and we're getting off the bus, and actually Nancy just said that somebody said we were so sunburned that when we sang Totentons, all of us had red faces, and actually this woman thought that we had makeup on to enhance the effect. I don't actually remember that, but we were sitting there in a restaurant having breakfast one morning, and Jack Magnuson has told this story many times. And, Jack Magnuson is there, and Scott Jolink is there, and, they're sitting with Weston having a nice breakfast, and then this waitress starts kind of hitting on Weston and flirting with him. And I don't want to reveal anything too personal here, but then he eventually ordered a bowl of prunes. And so, as part of, it wasn't the only part of his breakfast. But so then she looked at him and she said, "Honey, I can make you regular in under 10 minutes."
So our last story is from Kathy, because I don't know about the rest of you, but we always kind of had a little band envy, because it always sounded like they had so much fun. And so Kathy's going to share a band story with us.
Some of you may remember Mark Hengish and Mike Hovland and so forth, and we were doing, my senior year, we were doing a piece called Senzamaya, a few meter changes in it, and a few that we were all a little nervous about, 7.5.
7.5, 16.
Oh my gosh.
Wow. That means 7, 8 notes and 1/16th note.
Per measure. And it was hard, yes. It was changing meter all over the place. Well, anyway, we get to this lovely auditorium, and Weston will probably remember where this is, but there was a balcony all the way around, and Weston walks up, takes the bow, opens his folder, and as he opens it, there is about a 44 double D bra facing him. He takes a look around the band, closes the folder, and directs by heart. We were the ones that were a little nervous.
Also, it was in a Mennonite community. And the auditorium is such that the band is here, and then there's a circular, and the people were actually then looking down on. And I opened this up. We were were out in South Dakota, and out in the middle of nowhere, and we were. There's a little commotion in the back of the bus, and Donna Haugen really had to go to the bathroom. That's all there was to it. That's what we were going to do. So we decided that we would stop the bus. So as Donna started to go down the aisle, well, of course, everybody tickles her, you know. Oh, no! She gets to the front of the bus, and all the rest of us raised our right hands that she was going to go out this way when we would all look this way. It was a lot of fun.
We have one more thing from the 72 to 74. Our wonderful songmeister, Eric Lohman.
And I'll invite any of you to sing along who might have done this. I'm giving half of Nordic credit for coming up with our version of Take Me Out to the Ball Game. And I think it might have gone beyond just our year. But when we were touring Romania, there were 2 buses. And one bus had a young male guide who was telling all the sides. He really wanted to defect. And they were actually trying to make plans to help him do that.
Oh, wow. He kept trying to hit on all of us girls to try to get us to marry him.
Well, I was on the other bus. And you can come up with her name. We called her Anesthesia. She was very conventional, to say the least. So we were entertaining ourselves, and one of the ways that we did that was trying to see how many different syllables we could sing on the first note of Take Me Out to the Ball Game, and then continue with the words not matching where they belong anymore. And the best one was actually just singing to Take Me instead of just take on the first note. And I think other people may know this, but I will refresh your mind, your memories. If not, and otherwise, you can just enjoy this incomplete, perfect, authentic cadence at the end of the song. And it goes, take me out to the ball game, take me out with the crowd by. Me some peanuts and cracker jacks. I don't care if I ever get back, and it's root for the home team. If they don't win, it's a shame, cause it's 1, 2, 3 strikes are out at the old ball game.
See where those days with all that clean fun, you know?